你而家睇緊嘅係鳳凰衛視香港台。
如果我哋去回顧美國嘅歷史啦，好大程度上發現其實係一部移民嘅發展史。而講到我哋華裔移民嘅歷史啦，好多時候各個城市啦同 Chinatown 都係密不可分嘅。而洛杉磯作為一個著名嘅移民城市，呢一度嘅中國城又有住點樣嘅歷史故事呢？喺中國城呢一度又曾經發生過啲乜嘢呢？
Well, welcome to the Chinese American Museum. The museum opened in 2003, so we're still a relatively young museum. But the reason why we're here at El Pueblo is because we are in the Garnier building. And this building, which we're in, is one of the last remaining buildings of historic Chinatown. And so this is where, beginning in the mid-1800s, this is where the Chinese community first settled in Los Angeles. And so that's why it's important and symbolic why the museum is in this location. And so this was the first, what we call historic Chinatown. And so Origins is a permanent exhibition that looks at the evolution of 3 separate Chinese communities in Los Angeles. This one talks about historic Chinatown. So in this gallery is images, artifacts, different sections discussing what Chinese Americans did early on, what they did for work, where they were. Specifically, this was part of old Chinatown or historic Chinatown. And talked about different activities that they did, social activities, but also organizations. The CCBA, the Chinese Consolidated Benevolent Association, has a long history within these Chinatowns, along with the Chinese American Citizens Alliance. And so this gallery really covers the early beginnings of historic Chinatown. According to the 1850 census, there were actually 2 Chinese that resided here, but not until probably about 1870s that this was a thriving, bustling Chinese community within Los Angeles. And so you have different shops and organizations that were set up in Chinatown. But in the 1930s, you had the building of Union Station. And Union Station was planned to be directly on top of Chinatown. And so Chinatown was displaced. And so that's why Chinatown is no longer here where we're standing, but has been moved to what was then called New Chinatown in the 1930s. I think the nation's Chinatowns all have their distinct characteristics and histories. Los Angeles has its own history because Chinatown was displaced, but also I think Chinatown in Los Angeles is not necessarily today wouldn't be as thriving as maybe New York or San Francisco, but that has a lot of to do with Los Angeles's geography. And so today, you have the whole San Gabriel Valley or the SGV with Monterey Park and Alhambra and the many other cities in the San Gabriel Valley. And oftentimes, Chinatown is no longer a place where immigrants come directly to. They could come directly now and live directly in the suburbs. But historically, Asian or Chinese immigrants would come to, when they first would immigrate, they would actually come to Chinatowns at the very beginning as a stepping stone to something else. Chinatowns historically, when immigrants came, oftentimes they would it was difficult to live in America. So organizations were set up, associations, family associations were set up to help with that immigration experience to settle into America. But on top of that, early on, especially in the 1800s, that existed all the way to the 1900s, there were discriminatory practices. You couldn't live oftentimes outside of a Chinatown. So you're forced in many ways by American society to live in those Chinatowns. And so in many ways, up until maybe even the 1950s, you didn't have a choice that if you're Chinese, oftentimes you would be forced to live in ethnic ghettos or what they would call Chinatowns. And so nowadays, those racist laws, those racially restrictive covenants are no longer in place, are illegal, luckily. And so nowadays, immigrants could really live wherever they want. And so those were some of of the big differences between the early Chinatowns where communities, although they wanted to be with each other, those who didn't want to be had no choice. Whereas today, you have a much bigger choice of where you want to live as a Chinese immigrant. Well, in the 1930s, they built out the new Chinatown after being displaced from old Chinatown or historic Chinatown. And that Chinatown was built on a tourist economy. Again, because it's difficult for Chinese, even second generation who got college educations to work in other places. There's still a lot of discrimination in American society, discrimination in the workplace. And so the leaders in the community of the new Chinatown realized that they had to build Chinatown built on a tourist economy in order to make a living. And so they created the new Chinatown as this place for outsiders to come in. They had gift shops. They had a lot of things for tourists, but also they had internal organizations like their associations that were very important. And so those were some of the differences. The new Chinatown was built from scratch in order to engage tourists. Well, New Chinatown was designed to both have businesses, have gift shops, but also to live in New Chinatown too. And so in the main plaza and the West Plaza, you had mixed-use buildings. So oftentimes families would have their stores at the bottom and they would live upstairs. And again, this was built in the 1930s all the way to the 1950s, where housing discrimination was still pervasive in America. And it was those laws that were struck down later on allowed people to finally move to the suburbs. And so I think that accounts for why you have the San Gabriel Valley, you have these bustling, what we call ethnoburbs of ethnic suburbs, like Rolling Heights, like Monterey Park, like Alhambra. And so those were some of the major differences in terms of housing discrimination and laws that allowed, or the abolishment of those laws allowed Chinese Americans to move out to the suburbs. Chinatowns were built by Chinese immigrants who gathered together to help each other as a community, to help their fellow immigrants, to help newer immigrants acclimate to society. And so there's a natural bonding or a natural reason why Chinese immigrants would actually gather together and build communities together. But also on top of that, American racism didn't allow Chinese to oftentimes live outside of Chinatowns. And so it forced them and reinforced them to live specifically in these Chinatowns. They couldn't just move into any neighborhood in Los Angeles because there are laws preventing that. So if you wanted to live outside of Chinatown, that oftentimes wasn't a choice. In the 50s, you had pioneer Chinese Americans and attorneys to fight against those laws. And so after the 1950s, when those laws were struck down, you had the opportunity to move outside, to work in the field that you would like to live in a neighborhood that you would want to. But prior to that, it was very difficult for Chinese to live outside of the Chinatowns because of racism, because racism and structural racism that was embedded in a lot of these laws. After Union Station was built, it displaced a lot of old Chinatown, but it didn't kill it immediately. There's still a community here, although the community was split between what is New Chinatown and historic Chinatown. Finally, when they built the freeway, which is right next to us, the 101 freeway, that was the final nail in the coffin of Chinatown. After the freeway was built, everyone was displaced or actually had moved to either Chinatowns or some of the suburbs. And we could actually talk about that. So in the 1930s, we have the new Chinatown that was developed by the community, by community leaders. And we have a gallery upstairs that's dedicated to new Chinatown. Old Chinatown was displaced by the building of Union Station, which is LA's first major train station. And they needed space to do that. And of course, it often happens to be built on communities that can't fight the city, that can't fight back, that can't hire attorneys. So Chinatown was viewed by the city as an ethnic ghetto and an easy place to demolish. And so that was one of the reasons why the community was forced to go to a mile way to what then was called New Chinatown, which we just referred to as Chinatown. I think a lot of immigrants from all nationalities, all places, aspire for the American dream. And I don't think it's any different for Chinese Americans. I think many Chinese Americans or Chinese immigrants that come to this country want to be accepted, want to settle down, want to have the ability to work hard, and want the ability to not face any discrimination. And want the ability to succeed in life however they define success. And I think that's, oftentimes that's a challenge as an immigrant, but I think it's something that most immigrants strive for. And I don't think it's any different than other immigrants. People just want to, make a living and work hard in this country without the barriers that oftentimes immigrants face and still face today. There's not as many barriers, for instance, housing discrimination or labor discrimination, but there's still issues that prevent some Chinese Americans from really achieving the American dream.
投資移民喺美國咧，依然係一個非常受歡迎嘅移民方式。而隨住越嚟越多項目嘅出現啦，好多人對市面上天花亂墜嘅各種描述咧，亦都產生咗好多嘅困擾。咁究竟點樣先可以靜落心嚟，擦亮雙眼，去揀翻一個最啱自己，亦都最合法嘅投資移民項目呢？
呢個係一個經常有人問我嘅問題，即使我哋公司咁多年嚟辦過嘅幾百個客戶呢，成功咁攞到臨時綠卡、永久綠卡、還錢記錄啦，佢哋就會擔心，即使移民局評估嘅過程當中，前期都係過關嘅，因為我嘅實力、我嘅條件、我呢個經驗團隊，佢哋都係認可嘅，但係客人仲會擔心，所以我一般都同客人講，因為第一個喺美國政府唔能夠保證嘅情況之下，你就必須做功課。要知道呢家開發商喺佢記錄入邊係做過投資移民嘅，而唔係第一次開始做。如果唔係有呢啲經驗嘅話，只係講得黃婆賣瓜賣花讚花香嘅話，咁你就只可以賭啦。但係我希望客人咧唔好去賭，因為做生意嘅話，我哋一般嚟講就好似銀行打交道一樣，銀行借你錢呢，就因為你嘅抵押品夠。咁呢個項目如果冇相對嘅抵押品嘅話呢，咁係咪保證呢？咁然後你係股東嘅話，並冇借貸嘅關係，你只有股權冇債權。咁你今日攞翻嚟攞唔到錢，講實話，開發商就憑良心啦。所以呢，我哋今日做嘅方式就比較唔一樣啦。第一，我哋用股權嘅方式，再加上債權，又係一個借貸嘅關係。呢筆錢拎翻去嘅話，因為佢係一個借貸，但係呢，你又唔能夠資不抵債，所以呢，呢入邊仲需要客人去比較、去評估，到底每一個項目佢本身嘅條件夠唔夠，咁樣呢先可以嚟做。但係基本上嚟講，先確認呢個開發商做過幾多個項目，辦過幾多個綠卡，還過幾多錢，再嚟睇第二步，再嚟聽佢講咩項目。其實每個區域中心喺移民局批出嚟嘅時候，肯定係移民局批准嘅，只係根據佢當時嘅商業計劃書，移民局唔會深入咁去調查，只係將呢個名額俾咗，然後呢，全憑中介又好啊，介紹人又好啊，加上區域中心自己去話佢好唔好。咁我一般同客人講，主要仲係一個項目嘅本身，佢有冇呢個資格能夠創造好就業。只要係任何商業行為都可以創造就業，從買地開始整地，一直到起屋、土建工程，到最後出租營運。當然營運嘅就個人嚟講就比較危險，因為你要開幕。如果係用土建工程隊，用呢個建築人數嚟計，可能會相對安全一啲，因為唔會牽涉到以後嘅營業人數。如果你請唔到人，開唔到幕，咁呢個項目呢就可能做唔成啦。綠卡呢亦都相對攞唔到啦，因為我哋都做咗7年啦，辦過幾百個客戶啦，肯定呢係有口碑嘅。然後永久綠卡搞掂咗，錢亦都還咗，應該話我哋係模範生。咁你就算再好嘅話，你都要根據你本身嘅項目，就好似我哋唔理係零售商場、寫字樓、出租公寓，又或者係酒店，都係照住我哋嘅商業計劃書一步一步去完成。咁樣先至可以令到客戶辦好綠卡，到最後可以錢攞翻去，因為佢係一個債權，我哋必須贖翻嚟。其實佢係一個霸王條款，客人並唔承擔我哋嘅利益， 佢亦都唔承擔我個風險。咁我哋只係將錢加利息還俾佢，佢攞到綠卡，大家互惠互利，魚幫水，水幫魚，呢個係一個相對嘅關係。其實喺移民局嚟講，呢幾百上千間嘅區域中心喺移民局嘅網站係查得到嘅。咁另外你都可以查得到邊啲區域中心係俾人槍斃咗。咁具體嘅項目網站呢係查唔到嘅，只係你喺申請嘅時候，佢會俾你一個批號，就係一個檔案號。你每日可以上網去查你依家係咩情況。呢度亦都係美國一個比較透明嘅地方，你會有號碼，自己上網可以去查得出嚟。但係你要去問話呢個項目可唔可靠？美國政府話對唔住，投資有風險，佢絕對唔會話俾你知，你要自己去做評估。所以好多黑人比較覺得投資移民好多項目唔可靠嘅原因。
俗話都話啦，360行，行行出狀元。而我哋講嘅360行其實係一個統稱嚟嘅。隨住社會發展，各行各業啦，每日都有新嘅職業喺度出現。而近年嚟，關於代購，大家都聽得好多啦，亦都唔係一個陌生嘅詞彙。而喺美國，好多嘅留學生同埋新移民啦，都選擇用代購呢一種方式啦，為自己啦增加財富。咁對於留學生嚟講，代購算唔算打工呢？佢又會唔會違反一啲移民上邊嘅規定呢？
好多人問我，如果今日我攞嘅係學生簽證，我嚟咗美國之後可唔可以做嘢㗎？嗱，呢個係一個基本嘅邏輯，你唔可以工作㗎。咁我哋而家咧就講翻一個比較熱門嘅行業咧，係咩呢？就叫做代購。代購係咩呢？代購就係話，如果你見到一個手袋，國內係好多人想要嘅，咁你幫佢買，跟住幫佢寄，咁你去賺呢個差價，咁呢個其實係可以賺到錢嘅。但係有問題啦，好多華人佢哋唔知道，其實呢一種係小生意，亦都可以算係一種工作嘅方式。咁啊，包括你喺微信上嘅生意，你電腦上或者喺 eBay 上做生意呢，其實都係唔合法嘅行為㗎。最後如果俾移民局捉到嘅話，係會被送回國㗎。咁我哋就要俾大家知道，呢個係一個高風險嘅行業。不過有好多人又認為，我唔係 F1 簽證，咁我可以係合法嘅去工作，亦都可以去做生意。冇錯。咁呢，我又要講下，其實代購都會有風險嘅。嗱，有一啲代購，佢哋嘅客人呢，只會係買一啲好貴嘅名牌手袋。我舉個例俾你聽，我最近有一個客人，佢買咗個手袋，係價值2萬幾蚊美金，但係最後佢係俾人罰咗10萬蚊嘅稅。點解呢？因為手袋嘅皮係鱷魚皮。其實喺美國呢，一年呢，佢只係俾商家賣大概10個鱷魚皮嘅手袋嘅啫。咁啊，最後因為做代購嘅人，佢覺得係自由買賣，就冇去報稅。咁啊，最後俾政府捉到之後，即刻罰咗佢好多錢。咁所以我要俾啲代購知道，雖然你有個合法嘅身份，唔係學生簽證啊，但係你都係做緊生意。所以你係需要報稅㗎。咁仲有郵政局，咁佢哋賺錢咧就唔係賺嗰啲寄5封信10封信嘅人啦，咁佢賺嘅錢咧都係嗰啲一個月大概都會寄超過500份嘅數量嘅禮品或者係貨品咁啦。咁我哋而家有個問題就係，好多做代購嘅人，佢哋就唔知道，其實原來郵政局都喺度審計緊你。郵政局佢係點樣去審計嘅呢？嗱，原來佢哋係有6個月嘅時間。佢哋係會去稱、去測量你寄嘅嘢㗎。咁如果你寄嘅係貨嘅話，你嘅郵票又真係報少咗嘅話，佢哋就會罰你1年嘅錢。然後因為你個貨又已經寄出咗啦，你根本就冇辦法去同佢抗議、去反駁。咁啊，結果好多人嚟揾我，佢哋俾人罰咗，最少嗰個都罰10萬以上。而佢哋每次寄都只不過係5毫啊、1蚊、2蚊。最後係俾人罰10幾萬，咁所以我就係想俾每一個做代購嘅人知道，呢個係一個有風險嘅行業嚟㗎。咁等大家都知道係有確實嘅證據會留喺呢個審計裏邊㗎。咁啊，希望我哋做代購嘅華人唔會俾人捉啦。
我哋隨住移民嘅足跡咧，去睇睇洛杉磯 Chinatown 嘅歷史。咁 Chinatown 佢並唔係一個固定嘅存在，所謂嘅 Chinatown 啦，係邊度有中國人啊，邊度就有咁一個灘。而咁樣嘅中國城呢，亦都係不斷變遷。喺下個禮拜，我哋會同大家一齊睇下啦 Chinatown 嘅變遷史。好啦，祝各位週末愉快。下星期同樣時間，我哋繼續美夢成家。